So relaxing. You might be wondering how I got here. A solo, living like this, on the hardest server in the game? Well, to understand that, we need to step back in time, back to the beginning, back to the beach. The night air felt so warm against my skin, and so I took a deep breath and I began the long march across the map as far away from the spawn area as possible. While traveling, I like to loot boxes because sometimes, if you're lucky, you might find tools which will make farming much easier. At this point in the wipe, I had no home, so anything I had, I recycled. I had a plan in mind, but I wasn't sure how I was gonna execute it. But what I did know was that I needed a temporary home, and I quickly found this. So I crafted a door and a lock, and I made it mine. Okay, I'm gonna take this just so I can keep my stuff safe. I basically turned the 1x1 into just a storage unit, and I would consistently farm scrap along the road. Now that I had a base, it was time to look for a more permanent location to build. I felt like I was roaming for years with no luck of a good place to build. Rust is full of toxic players, but solos are a different breed. Some are chads, some are not. In this wipe, I felt emotionally drained from the previous wipe. The raids are never ending, and so I was in search for a peaceful wipe. I just wanted to build a nice, cozy base and live out my wipe that way, and so I put my mind to it. It was time to make it happen. With my spirits high and my motivation out of the roof, I kept my eyes peeled for any place to build. But as I was looking, I came across these guys.
Hey, who are you?
Hold it right there.
Hey guys, I don't have anything. You can kill me.
What's your name?
Orange.
No, we don't need to. Hi, Orange. How are you?
Good. Have a good wipe, guys.
Orange, you're
Cool,
glad
cool.
we didn't put a bullet in your brain.
Yeah, pretty much.
So stupid.
This duo showed me kindness, and I was very grateful. It made it feel as though all the suffering I had endured before was worth it, because humanity still existed. And so I stood there, at the edge of the cliff, near my 1x1. My mind was racing. I just needed some more time. The right place would come along. During this venture to find a home, I encountered many players. Everyone carried a personality of their own,
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
and I decided this guy, I was gonna help him out. And that night, I came across this guy. He was either laying down an SOS like I did in a different life, or he lost it. What are you doing, bro? This is crazy.
Making charcoal.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Here, you can bandage up. Oh, shoot.
Oh, you're good. Now you're good. I think I'll get back up. We'll see.
I got you, man. I'll get you up.
Not worth the bandage.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
After dropping off some loot and waiting for the sun to rise, I came over to this freshly raided base. It looked like a farm base, so I didn't expect much. But then, I checked the boxes. Oh my god. Now, most would take this as an opportunity to snowball, but to me, it wasn't what I was looking for. These weapons came to me way too easily, and that just spoils the fun. So I decided I'd drop the loot off at my 1x1, and I would abandon it, switching servers completely. And I made no hesitation, I just did it. Here we go again. This wipe, I was looking to build the ultimate cozy base on a purely vanilla server. Not a base for defense, but a base for relaxation. Some would call it a roleplayer base, but I call it a solo oasis.
Pumpy on Lighthouse right now and he's loaded.
Thanks, dude. I noticed an island on the map, so I put on my scuba gear and I went for a swim. The island had cliff sides, and this was exactly what I was looking for, because my solo oasis could live comfortably right on the edge. As soon as I arrived, I collected some wood and I built a 1x1 to secure my loot. And then, once I found the perfect spot, I began building. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'd know that I enjoy improv building. Spontaneous building that you come up with right on the spot. And that's exactly what I applied to this base. I just told myself, what would make this base the ultimate cozy base? Whatever that is, build it. While building, I laid down the foundations for the pool. I dropped the pool right on top. Seeing that pool for the first time was a sight for sore eyes. At this point, I had moved over basically everything from the 1x1, so I headed over with my shotgun and a hammer to bring over the remaining items. The structure of the base was pretty much done. Now, it was time for some final touches. Shortly after, the sun began to set, and so I took a seat from my second floor balcony, and I watched the sky change into night. And as I sat there, admiring the beautiful view, I realized that this is really the most satisfying way to play this game. To build something cozy and to live out a wipe with peace and comfort. Everyone has their own path, and even solos follow different paths. But this seemed like an appropriate path for me. While going out for some wood, I noticed a boat, and I was still in need of some resources, so I decided to take the boat. Okay, I need this boat. This thing literally just spawned. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I got no complaints. I'm gonna go farm the water for a bit. And while I was out farming the ocean, I found a jackhammer. Now, the base I built was going to remain wood, but this jackhammer would have definitely come in handy on a different wipe. What? That's insane. Okay, I gotta take this back. To my surprise, I found a second jackhammer. Not sure that's ever happened before. And it was weird, because I really did not need them. I was glad that I had left the previous server, because here I had really found peace. The weather was nice, the water was close, and the sunsets were beautiful. Out in the desert, the nights get cold, so I headed down to turn on the fireplace, and I sat there in the warmth. This was truly a solo oasis. And from a narrator's view, I really needed a break. So I went to the kitchen to make an espresso. And while I was doing that, I left my game recording, and it captured this. Eventually, I returned, and the peace that I thought I once had been destroyed, all within one rust night.
Nothing really matters. I feel the caffeine, it moves in waves. Coffee mugs, sip of love, one touch. Stress for days to blow away with cold fronts. Nothing really matters.
In the end, nothing really matters. And I know that. And that's why I don't chase things. I chase memories and experiences. And my mind was set. I was gonna build a cozy base. No matter what it took, this wipe. Alright. Whoa. And there I was again, determined to make this happen. It was a rainstorm, but I didn't let that bother me at all. I needed to build this quick. I quickly found a nice spot deep in the woods at the edge of a cliff. I figured the next best cozy place was deep in the forest. With wood all around, I began building. And this time around, when I built the base, I noticed details that I didn't notice before, and I kept those notes in mind. But the next day, I was greeted with the same fate. It was all gone again. At this point, I felt defeated. I didn't have the energy to try this again, so I lingered. I went back to the last server to take a look at the base. So much had decayed. But then suddenly, a spark of hope entered my mind, and an idea formed. The base was decaying, and the only thing stopping me from taking it back was the TC. So maybe, if I broke the foundation, I could make the whole wipe turn around. And so I chipped away at the foundation, and eventually it crumbled, and I was home again. You've been watching an Orange Dream production.